Here with my man, Mr. Jerry Livingston out in Portland, Maine. A little cold out there today, huh?
Oh, I would say so. At 28 degrees.
And that's the amazing part because here I'm in the mountains of Colorado. What did I just tell you? I'll show you on my phone. It's 60 degrees.
Yeah.
I can see the snow melting. I'm about ready to go polish up my golf clubs and truly call it spring, since it is the first day of spring today. So pretty awesome. And well, the reason Jerry and I are just kind of doing an impromptu hangout, and the reason we're doing this hangout is through our years of being let's say a home-based business entrepreneurs, we have a lot of people that we can pique their interest in, and they get to a point where they think they're interested, but then all of a sudden they come up with excuses, and their excuses are usually, well, the situation I'm in, it's so bad right now that I don't think I have the time, I don't think I have the money, I don't think I can do this, I don't think it's something I can do. And Jerry and I want to get the message out to everybody that it doesn't matter what circumstance you're in. It really does not matter. If you are devoted and you truly want to change your life, and if you have a family and you want to change your family's lives, it just takes a little devotion, a little persistence, and you can do it, even if you don't have that much money. I mean, do you agree with that, Jerry?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, in addition to what you just currently said, it's stepping outside the norm. What we do is not normal for most people because they're used to going to work 9 to 5, get that paycheck on Friday, and you're always a slave to that paycheck. You already got it spent in your head. You basically have no money Saturday morning because you paid it all out on Friday night, bought yourself a few drinks with your last few bucks after you paid all your bills. We want that lifestyle, that the American dream lifestyle that it was intended to be. And what that means is while you're working, or if you're not working, you still got money coming in. You're building wealth. You're building generational wealth, which that's what old America used to have, the generational wealth. And a matter of fact, the top 2 percentile of our country still has it because they sacrificed whatever that they didn't buy everything in sight. They put it towards and reinvested it towards their children's future and their children's children's future, and vice versa. And we need to get back to that. And if we don't, we're putting our kids out there in this world with no head start, and they're going to start out with debt immediately. So we're just coming up with another way.
Absolutely. And so I want to ask you this question, Jerry, and, we have a lot of folks that, they're interested, but, and you can't blame people when it is something that is kind of out of their comfort zone. And we could definitely do 2 hours on people and their comfort zone and how that holds them back and how they don't advance because of that comfort zone. And anything outside of their comfort zone in their eyes is risk. And we have a lot of people that say, man, it just kind of sounds too risky to me. And I personally think the risk is staying in your comfort zone and not at least trying to make your life better. I mean, do you agree with that?
Absolutely. I mean, what most people do, and they would find out real easily, is they do risk versus reward. And if you do a pros and cons on our company, I can guarantee the rewards will certainly outweigh the risks. That being said, that's a move forward immediately.
Well, you're right, but see, then that comes back to the same question, though. I think people get a little voice in their head that says, you know what? I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I've got the money to start. And as you and I know, to start any certain opportunities, it depends on what you're doing. If you're talking traditional business, you want to start your own business, most likely you're talking about six figures that you need to come up with, whether it's through small business loans or family loans or whatever it is to start your business. And you're going to have a business plan that you're going to build out either 5 to 10 years. And you're hoping that within 5 to 10 years, you can pay off that debt and then you can truly be in profit. We're talking about the kind of financial risk where literally it's cheaper than going out and buying a pair of skis, a new kayak, a set of tires for your car, whatever. We're not talking high amounts of startup costs.
Sure.
And this still holds people back. And so the question, I think, when people ask me the question, well, it sounds a little risky and I don't know if I can do this and I can do that. Is this just going to be a common theme when we're doing our live hangouts?
Now that's some risk right there.
That's all right. Well, it was a team member, so they can get back to us at a later time. Anyway, where was I? That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, I know. So people, are saying, I don't know if I can do this. It's risky, and I don't know if I can afford the money. And my question is, well, how risky is it to stay working for someone who is dictating what you're worth? And that is truly what happens. When you go to work for someone, if you say, or even on salary or working as an hourly worker,
mm-hmm.
people are basically dictating what you're worth. Now, if they're paying you $10 an hour, they think you're worth $10 an hour. And if you accept $10 an hour, you're basically saying, I'm worth $10 an hour.
Yep.
If they pay you $25 an hour, then they're saying you're worth $25 an hour. But they are not only dictating what they think you were worth, but they own your time. It's not your time anymore. When you clock in, you are on their time. You are following their rules. You have to work with the people that they put in place next to you that you have to work with. You don't get to choose who you work with. And how much politics is in a normal job? And let's be honest here. Let's look at our economy right now. People are taking jobs just to have a job. Does that create a happy life?
Nope. It fills a void. It's a Band-Aid. That's all that is.
It really is. And then people complain and they say, I hate my job. I hate my coworkers, and there's backstabbing, there's this and that, but they won't take a chance to get out of that situation. So what we're trying to say is, folks, it is riskier to stay within your comfort zone if you truly want to make things different. Not a single person that's ever became successful were able to do it without risk. I mean, would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And I just wanted to add one thing. In the state of Maine, where I've lived for a long time, we're an at-will state. So that means as an employee and as an employer, they can release you at any given time for any given reason. And they don't have any recourse. They can just fire you on the spot. So you could be making $20 an hour, gone the next day, escorted out by the security team.
Well, and yeah, you're exactly right. And that,
that's plenty of risk as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. And I think so what we should lead this discussion, and again, for all our friends that are watching us, all the folks that are watching, we're not trying to be grim or trying to say, you should be doing something, but really, honestly, when it comes down to it, if you do want to change your life, you just have to take that first step forward. And if opportunity is handed you, and one thing that drives me crazy, Jerry, is the fact that if people really open their eyes in this country today, even in the situation that we are economically, and obviously we look at our political situation right now, which is more of a circus than anything else, there is opportunity around every single corner. And I think that opportunity was definitely opened up when the internet came about. With the internet and with the opportunity to run businesses online where you can now communicate with people instantly from anywhere in the world, or you can provide someone with a product or service instantly anywhere around the world, opportunity is there. And most people don't know the opportunity is there. But the unfortunate thing is when they do find the opportunity,
It's too
if
late.
those are the ones that back down and say no, it's completely unfortunate, because if they truly want to change their lives and change their situations, you gotta move forward. You gotta take that first step, and you gotta say, you know what, I'm gonna do this. And I know for knowing your story, Jerry, and we won't go into it here, but what you've gone through, and instead of you being the victim, you said, you know what, I'm taking charge. I'll change my life. I'll find a way to do it. Did you find it instantly?
No,
Exactly. But when you found the right one, did you?
I fell right into it like a glove, like
Absolutely.
a ball does a glove, So
And when you go to bed at night, are you more excited or nervous like you used to be, or more anxious or depressed or stressed like you used to be? Or you feel like there's hope and there's excitement and I'm moving forward and great things are happening? And I think that's the first battle that people need to overcome. If you can get that feeling of excitement and hope, and you see the vision of something, and you can create something great and you can change your circumstances, I think right there is one of the biggest stepping stones for anyone to go from I'm down here to where I can be up here. I mean, don't you agree?
absolutely. And plus, you and I are a product of the product. I live this daily, and as you do as well. I shop online all the time, and I think about all the money I give back to the retailers. Now I could be putting a lot of that money back into my own pocket. That would be That would be huge for me and my family.
Well, absolutely. And so we're lucky enough because of the business model that we have found and what we can do. And we're not here to be pitching our company on everyone. We just wanted to get this conversation out that, there is opportunity. But the reason that Jerry and I have partnered was because of this business model that we found and the things that we're doing that's going to lead us in a positive, forward-moving trajectory that's just going to be absolutely incredible. And I think what we're doing is we have found a company that is in a market trend that is growing so rapidly, and there's no stopping it. And it is online shopping, e-commerce, and mobile commerce. All of what's happening in this, it's skyrocketing. I kind of use the analogy of back when we first started seeing people with these phones that didn't have a cord connected to them, and they were the big old cell phones and none of that. And then, they started making them smaller, and a few more people had them. I remember myself even saying, why would I ever need one of those? I'll talk to people when I get home, or they can call my office or whatever. And then all of a sudden, more people started getting it, and more people started getting it. And then today, everyone has a cell phone, if not two or three. I mean, I know for business, I have several, but it's the same things. People are saying, online shopping, Online shopping is going to become such a trend that literally here down the road, people will be shopping online or from their mobile phones. And that will be the primary way of shopping. And we're in that trend, and we found that opportunity. And your market is global, and everyone's a consumer. And we don't worry about products, because in our business model, we offer over 1 billion products, because all the people connected within our business model are the biggest name brand merchants in the world. And when we invite people to the shopping community, that's absolutely incredible, that gets them the best deal on the best deal, guaranteed. I know for a fact that when people find the best deal online, we would have got them a better deal if they used our shopping community. And just seeing the trends and where this is going, I am so stinking excited. I can't wait till I can walk in to one of my favorite retailers with this, shop in the store, hand them my smartphone, and they scan a code, and I got the best deal all along that anyone went in there. If I was the only one who had the app on my phone, and I got cash back on everything I purchased in the store. And that's where we're headed. And I know I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but the business model that you and I are so excited about is absolutely incredible. And the vision behind this and the people, I mean, if people knew about the leadership, the people that are running the ship is absolutely phenomenal who these people are. I mean, they're world-class business builders, super successful people, and they're allowing you, Jerry, and me to have an opportunity to become so successful and change our lives for ourselves and for our families. It's just freaking amazing. And I know you want to jump in here as well.
I just want to say, I'm going to laugh so friggin' hard with you when that point comes and we really start really kicking into overdrive at this, because you and I both know, as long as we've been in this industry, that we have never found anything like this. Now, that being said, 20 years ago, there was a business locally that was similar to this. I told you about it, that I was involved in it.
Right.
It took off like hotcakes, and they just didn't have the right infrastructure in there for growth. They didn't plan for how quickly it grew. This company has taken care of all that and put it in place, and for the future and continued growth. That being said, like I said, when you and I get together and we get this thing really going, I'm going to laugh so hard because, I mean, after all these years, we haven't found the right thing till now. And I mean, you and I are stamping, putting our footprint down, and that's it. We are creating 3 or 4 generations of wealth in this business, if not more. If we're not, we're not doing something right. But
well, you're exactly right. That's right. I mean, the business model won't allow you to fail. Only you will allow yourself to fail if you fail.
Exactly.
And that's what's so exciting about this. And, you mentioned, 20 years ago, that company you were in. Well, 22 years ago, I graduated from the University of Colorado. I had no idea what I really wanted to do with my life. So I actually said, you know what, I am going to head out with a buddy that got a software job in San Francisco and just kind of, take it easy and figure it out. I was going to go out there and live somewhere brand new. Well, I went out there. I was introduced through, believe it or not, a newspaper ad that led me to an office building where I sat in a room with 20 other people and got pitched on how you could make all this money and how it was the greatest thing. And people were just up in front of us just saying, this is the greatest thing that you've ever seen, and hoopla and all this and all that. And the theme song was like, even for the company, was like Kenny Loggins or something. I'm like, well, if Kenny Loggins is singing a song just for this company, that's got to be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, that was my introduction to network marketing 22 years ago. Well, let's just say they got me fired up. I jumped into the network marketing space. Well, let's say I royally flopped and failed, and I was like, this really sucked. Now, the one thing that I never forgot was the business model of network marketing and being able to leverage others and earn income. But I always wanted to find a company, and here 22 years later, we are with a company where it isn't about going out. The only way you're going to make your money is recruit. This is the first company where it is actually focused on the customer-driven model, not distributor-driven model. And the value to the customer is so amazing because of this e-commerce saving money. We're going to get you the best deal of the best deal. Customers eat it up. They love it. They don't leave. They stay, and they're your customer for life. That is incredible. And so I always loved the model of direct sales network marketing. And I don't want to compare us to network marketing because of what our product and our service is, but our compensation and the way it's set up is very similar, and you can use leverage. It is absolutely amazing because it's so customer driven and what is offered to the customer. This is what makes this company so freaking incredible. I'm so excited because this is something I could go down my neighborhood and get every single person to start an account and start saving money today. Where if I was carrying around a potion, a product, something that they needed to actually physically buy and get from me, maybe 1 out of 100. The numbers change with what we're offering because we're not asking people to take money out of their pocket and hand us for something. We're telling them, you come in, you sign up for free. We're going to show you how to save money doing everything you're already doing with all your favorite merchants. It's incredible. It's not, I mean, I'm getting giddy again because it's just absolutely incredible business model.
Increases conversion by about 1,000%.
Oh, well, it's crazy. And Jerry, what's the biggest thing where in traditional network, now I don't want to say I hate network marketing because I don't. And there are some incredible companies out there, and I've got incredible friends that are doing really good in some of these network marketing. But what, if we were to be straightforward and honest, what is the biggest, what would you say is the biggest problem with network marketing today?
The philosophy they preach on the front end, the distributor, versus they don't have an exit plan or an exit strategy.
Exactly. And so what happens is when it's distributor heavy and you can get people excited and they come in and they thought there was an easy button and they realize there's no easy button. What happens to them?
There is no easy button because they constantly preach residual, but they don't teach them how to create the residual. They only teach the front end, front load, front load, front load, front load. And then once these people don't go beyond that, they drop out anyway. It's over.
Right.
But the people on the front end, those people that are above them, the distributors, are getting front load cash, so they don't care.
Well, and that only lasts for so long because you hit the nail on the head. People leave.
Yeah.
You're constantly having to continue to recruit to keep your income level at where it is. There's so much attrition in traditional network marketing that you're constantly focusing and spending most of your time on recruiting versus finding customers. Because like you said, the front end is usually where their money is, and they've got quotas and that they have to hit. There are certain sales volumes that they have to hit, and their sales volumes are from the teams that they've created, not from their own personal customers per se. And the other, so I think there's two major issues. So that one there where people drop out and it just forces people to stay in the business to recruit, or finally they give up too and they drop out and everyone's income goes down. And that's why in traditional network marketing companies, the 1 to 2 to 3% at the top are the ones making the money.
Yeah.
Now, the second issue that's happening to most network marketing companies today is, I was saying now opportunity is everywhere with the internet. Well, with traditional network marketing, the internet has kind of hurt traditional network marketing. And the reason being is people that do come in and then realize, well, maybe this isn't for me, but they have a bunch of products. What do they do with those products?
Offload them to places like eBay or whatever, other sites like that. And so they flood the market. So it just devalues the product.
Exactly. So if I want to get rid of a bunch of product, I go over to eBay and set up an account. And I put the products on eBay at pennies on the dollar. Well, if people do really like the products, and like I said, there's some great products out there. But if I really liked a particular vitamin or a particular juice or a particular whatever, and would it not be smart for me as a customer to go check eBay and then go, wow, there's someone selling it here for a third of the price that my friend is trying to sell it to me who's a distributor. So that is really hurting the ability to go out and find customers and sell their product. And so this comes back to our business model where it's completely different because we're not having to hold the inventory. We're a service-based company, and we're offering services with our mobile apps and our trademarked SaveMate browser toolbar and the website itself that allows people to do exactly what they're doing anyways. We're not changing buying habits, and that's what makes us absolutely so incredible And we just absolutely love this business model. And I know we started off this conversation talking about opportunity versus risk and all that. And we kind of jumped into the business model that we're absolutely so excited about. And the reason we kind of wanted to do that is because we wanted to share with a lot of you that may be sitting there on the fence, whether you're willing to take a risk on yourself. And truly, it is a risk on yourself. It's not taking a risk to put your money out there or to start a new business, whatever it may be. The risk right now that you're really, truly worried about is, can I do this? And will I do it? Will I get off my butt? Will I quit being lazy? Will I say, you know what, I'm going to step up and I'm going to be persistent. I'm going to work every day to make my life better. That's truly the risk right there. So the risk is in yourself. And I'm just so excited about what we have, where this is because the service that we offer and what we offer to the end consumer, to the customer, is so valuable that hardly anyone says no. That takes really the risk away from coming into the business and being able to be successful. If you can share extreme value to anybody, just like you would a good movie or a good restaurant, you can have success with this business. And it is something, and it's not going to be instant, huge money. But if you're persistent with this, one great thing about this business model is your customers actually build your business for us, because the customers have access to what's called the customer referral program, and they can actually earn extra cash back and extra incentives and even some cash by inviting their friends to become part of the shopping community. And if that was one of your customers that went out and did that, when they bring some other customers into the fold, they're actually your personal customer, and your customers are going to build your business quicker than you ever could. And when I started to understand that about this business model, I honestly couldn't sleep. I'm like, this is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible that the company's allowing our customers to build the business for us, instead of the company saying, well, we're going to take those customers, but if they're your personal customer, you can keep those. But they're not. They're saying your customers could build and create a viral growth, and they're your customers. And I think you and I, we've had many conversations and literally, kind of jokingly getting overly excited, because we should be, and we were. I mean, we would talk for an hour and a half when we could have had the conversation done in 5 minutes, right? Because we were just so excited. And I mean, don't you agree with? I mean, jump in.
Yeah, talking about this business is not 5 or 10 minutes worth of. There's too much excitement to go around. Chris, you and I obviously know it's like measuring a 7.7 to an 8 scale on an earthquake of what this is going to do for our lifestyles. You and I both know, because we both work very hard. And I'm not saying that anybody else out there doesn't, but I'm speaking on our behalf, because I know you and you know me. But as hard as we work, I come home, I'm wiped out, and something I don't even know if I told you about. I worked so hard one day, I fell asleep behind the wheel and I slammed into a guardrail on my way home. That woke me up. So I was coming in from Maine, driving back home to New Hampshire, and that happened. That woke me up. I should have been dead, because I looked at, if that guardrail wasn't there, there was a row of trees and it was probably about a 20-foot drop.
Wow. No.
So I woke up to the guardrail. So I'm happy and thankful and appreciative to be alive today. But beyond all that, I don't want to have to make that trip anymore if I don't have to. Work from my home. If anyone ever needed us out there, we can just be there by telecommunication.
Well, and that's what makes that's what makes a business model like this, or this industry per se. Let's say the home-based business, online marketing, industry profession, call it whatever you would like to call it. One of the fun things about it is you truly are in business by yourself. You're in business by yourself, but you have a huge team supporting you. Always. I mean, your business is yours, but I guess I shouldn't say you're in business by yourself. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. What I was trying to say.
Exactly.
Yeah, the gerbils were slowing down upstairs. They finally caught up. But anyway, and that's what makes it really exciting, because so you can So anyone who's kind of feeling, that comfort zone issue, oh, I don't know, it's kind of out of my comfort zone. I don't know, it kind of sounds risky. You're not taking the risk on your own, and you're not moving out of that comfort zone on your own. A lot of people are doing it, and there's a support system to keep you going and keep you motivated. And it's not like you have to reinvent the wheel and you have to learn how to market or you have to learn how to do things. Successful people are already here doing it, and it's in their best interest to help you become better as well. And I know Jerry and I, we have people that are in this business with us, and we are always going to take care of them. Absolutely. And it's like a family. It's like a big team. And so, that's one thing that makes this business so exciting. Do you really feel that when you go to a traditional job? No, because you can have that pink slip in your mailbox at any time. Yeah, it may feel like a team for a while, but if they're looking at their numbers and they got to make cuts, it doesn't matter. They've got to make cuts. In this industry, you own the business. Unless the company literally goes out of business and quits, you own your own business. You're safe. You were in the driver's seat. But as you start learning the skills of marketing and you understand, I can do this, you could move to anything online and start becoming successful. And so it's also a skill set that you can develop within the business. So that's really exciting as well. And that's why we were saying there is opportunity absolutely everywhere that anybody can take part in at any time. So, we're excited. Jerry and I are excited. If you wanted to know more about what business model we're in, at the bottom of this video, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, or if you're watching it now and you want to get it, this will be on our YouTube channel. It's just Chris and Jerry. So if you just look up Chris and Jerry, it's kind of like Ben and Jerry's, but it's Chris and Jerry. If you look up our YouTube channel, you'll find our videos. In the description, we'll have an email that you can contact us, because we always prefer to talk to people in person to get you more information, see where you're at, and maybe you've got questions of us that you would want answered. Because we don't want to bring anyone into a business who doesn't feel comfortable. We only want to bring in people that are going to be successful and have the opportunity to be successful, and they know exactly what they need to do to be successful. So, man, Jerry, you want to finish thing up here, or?
I just want to say, Chris, it's been such a pleasure. I'm so glad for these businesses because you meet great friends. I met a lifelong friend in you through this business. So that opportunity never would have been presented to me in any other opportunities out there. So that being said, I'm so thankful, so blessed. And I can't even explain how excited I am, because I love the business model. I love the concept, and I love what it can do for us and many others that we want to help. As I always said, if I had the cure to cancer, would I share it? Absolutely, with every person that I know. I would travel the world to share it with everyone. So this is a cure. This is a cure for society. I mean, we have poverty. It's an epidemic. We need to kind of work our way out of it. And the only way to do so is anything that we do, we have to do it in unification. We do it all together. We can't just do it one little cell here, one little cell there. We do it together. We can create massive action.
Well, I agree with you 100%. And that's why we're so excited, because this can take anyone in any situation, no matter where they are in life, and help them out. I know this isn't for everyone, but it is for a lot of people. And we are so excited about it, because this will be changing some lives. I know it's already changed mine. I know it's already changing Jerry's, and we have thousands of others that it's already changed their lives. And it's only getting better, because we're actually really a baby right now, but soon we're going to be a giant, and we're extremely excited. And again, if you want more information, you'll find it in the description where you can get a hold of us. We're glad that all of you have been here with us. Just like we said, this was impromptu. We just wanted to have a message and get it out there. And And I hope everyone enjoyed it. And kind of, even if you're not looking for a business, you kind of get the message that, hey, you know what, there is opportunity out there, and can you do what you put your mind to? We look forward to talking to the ones that want to talk to us. We really are. We're excited about this, and we're ready to help change some people's lives. And we hope it's you. So anyway, we'll call it there. And Jerry, we'll talk here soon, buds.
All right. Have a good one.
Talk to you later.